Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Soul Tells podcast with your friend Ankita Juneja, back again with another episode for all of you. Before I move forward, I would like to request you if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe so that you are connected and updated with new episodes. Before I start today's episode, I want to tell you I have said that I'm taking break from podcast and YouTube, but I just came after a week. I have shared this thing in detail on my YouTube channel. You can go and watch there why I came back and what was the reason behind me just restarting just after a week. You will get to know as you watch that video. But giving you a summary, I felt like it is not time to take a break and I should just keep on going because this is the path that will help me to move to the next level. Therefore, I decided to keep continue, and as I move forward, I will figure out what I need to do next. That was a little update to let you know why I decided to just start after a week. Before any further ado, let's start today's episode. Something really interesting happened to me in this week, and I'm sure as you listen to this you will feel so relatable listening to this story. Sometime back, what happened, my laptop SSD just crashed. It's not like it just crashed out of nowhere. My laptop was giving me sign before, but I kept on going. I was like, okay, let it just work. I haven't thought that it will be so serious that I will lose everything. Yes, there comes a day where my laptop just decided that it won't work, and I realized, okay, SSD has just crashed and there was no option that I can even start my laptop. And as I saw that, I felt like, oh my god, that means I have lost all the data, all my work, and there is no going back. I tried my hard, I tried my best to recover it, but it was just hope, like if it just works, that's fine. But there was a 0.1% hope that it will just get recovered, but it did not got recovered. As I was in this process, I felt like, oh my god, what is this? I worked so hard on so many things and I just lost everything. I took a step back and I just told myself, Ankita, one day you will die and you will die with nothing. I have to gather myself and I have to calm myself down and not freak out in that moment. And I was like, any which way, you don't have any other option than replacing the SSD. What this process has taught me, no matter how hard you try, there will be circumstances and situations which will be beyond your control. Hardest you try, there is nothing that you can do in that situation apart from you have to accept the situation. And I was just left with this scenario where I have to accept that yes, I have lost all the data and there is no going back. I took some time. I went in evening and I was like, okay, just replace it because I want my laptop to work because my work is on hold and I cannot afford it. As I told myself this thing like, Ankita, any which way you will die one day and you will die with nothing. It just gave me somewhere strength to face this situation in a very calm and subtle manner. And it also made me realize, like many a times it happens, like we just keep on chasing on the materialistic things, gathering so many things. We don't even live in the moment. Sometimes we are just capturing the photos. We are just about, keeping that memory for later. But what if that later comes with everything just gone by? And that was the moment where I realized, like, that what the reality of life is. No matter how hard you try, no matter how badly you want something to work for you, if it's not meant to work, it will not work. Because this situation taught me, like, there are certain things which is beyond human control, and this was one of them. Yes, I'm saying it so easily, but that was not an easy moment. When even I was trying to recover my laptop, I saw like my heart rate beating so high and I was feeling anxious in my body as if there is some danger. That was the feeling which my body have experienced while I was fixing this thing, and I just have to calm myself down. And I was like, Ankita, it's okay, whatever it is, just calm yourself down. This is not the end of the world. The great thing is you are alive and you can create whatever you have created before. I don't even know what I have lost because I have just recovered my laptop and today I'm just recording this thing. But slowly I'm realizing, like, there are a lot of challenges that I'm going through, like setting up the laptop again and everything, because it is just like a new laptop I have got and I have to get used to and I have to make it customizable so that I can work there properly. And as I was going through all this thing, my brother told me one thing. Usually he's not the one who says this kind of thing, but out of nowhere, as if universe has said through him, he said to me, I think this is the sign that you should start everything over again. This is the sign that you should make a new start with everything, whatever you were working, because now you have lost everything. It's time to build everything again. And he just said, and he reacted and he behaved as if he haven't said anything to me. He couldn't make sense of that thing. But later on, when I was thinking on that point, I was like, he has said the golden words, which even he did not realize what he have said to me at that point of time. And that somewhere gave me courage, like, okay, let's go and get things done. I think this is a sign that I should start everything again, because any which way I was looking for things to make a fresh start and all these things, and it just happened out of nowhere. And trust me, I haven't even thought like I will be facing this kind of a situation, because it's a new laptop. It's not like an old laptop, and it is quite a powerful one too. I just feel like there are certain situations and everything happens for a reason. I don't know what was the reason, but I also realized like something is wrong with it. Hard drive is not working properly, but I ignored it. I was like, okay, any which way my laptop is starting, so let it work. And I'm not a very technical person in all this thing, but there comes a day when my laptop just decided enough is enough, now I will not work at all. Don't you think this is the same thing that happen in our life also, with anything with that matter? Anything goes wrong, there are certain signs that come, but we ignore those signs, considering like, okay, things are working. As long as things are working, we just kept on ignoring, unless there is this situation where things just crash. Trust me, either it's about keeping relationship, friendship, or meeting people, anything with that matter. I have seen that sometime I prolong on things, and when it crash, it just gets completely done for once. And there is a divine intervention, that's how I see, because this thing I have also seen in like relation also. You might be wondering like how this laptop thing is getting connected to all this thing, but this is an example of laptop. But yes, this is also true in other area of our life too. I have seen this thing. Sometimes for me it's difficult to let go of people, but there comes a divine situation. Somewhere universe do something in my life, and the people, the person, the relation whom I knew they are not good for me, just something happens and they just disappear. And I have experienced this thing, like, yes, I know there are certain things which is not good, but sometimes you just feel like you don't want to hurt others, and you keep hurting yourself in that situation. But then universe is like, enough is enough, now you have to get done with this shit and move on. And that's when the thing just crashes. It just goes completely, and you have to start new. Trust me, in this 30 years of life, I have seen this thing working in many areas of my life. Either it's about me keeping people for too long, either it's habit, either it's any situation. I have seen like, okay, I keep on ignoring at times thing, considering I don't want to hurt something or I don't want to do something, but there comes a time when I have to face thing bang on, and I have to like, yes universe, that's how it is supposed to be, because now I don't have any other option. Now it's like things will be this way, you're not left with any other option. To conclude this thing, I want to say, what if we just make things and we live a conscious life? Now I am in a place where I'm a lot more mindful than I used to be before. Now I am mindful like, okay, if I do this thing, what will be its consequences? First, I think about the consequences, then I approach anything in life now. I'm not just talking about this laptop, because I was not too aware like, okay, this thing can happen. That's why this hard drive has just crashed. Otherwise, I would have taken the action before, and at least I would have saved my data. But when it comes to other areas of my life, I have seen like, I don't get into the situation where I have to take this harsh call of hurting anyone. I am mindful in the beginning like, okay, these are my non-negotiable, these are my values, and you have to set your values high, so that unless that people, that person doesn't align with you, they will not even come close to you. Similarly, it goes with your habits, routine. If those things are not in alignment with you, you will see that you will not even entertain that. If you are living a conscious life, the more aware you become, you will see that this kind of situation can be avoidable. And I have seen like, this is not just about like, a hard drive crashing. I have seen relation crashing in my life in past few years, which I will be sharing with all of you about like adult friendship and all those things, because this topic is something which was going inside of me since some time, and I really want to talk on it and shed some light. So probably that will be our next podcast episode. But that what I realized, like, yeah, it is true. When things are not in alignment, the best thing you can do is let it go. Either it's things, materialistic things, either it's living things, whatever it is. If it's not in your highest good, the better, the sooner you accept it and let it go. It will set you free, and it will allow you to create this space for new things. Yes, this hard drive laptop thing has happened, but I know there is a different energy which even my laptop is reciprocating, because when all my work is connected to this laptop, it also has to carry energy which is in alignment with me. My laptop did not got this reset since 3 years, so I feel like as I have got this thing, there is a new energy with my laptop also, because now I'm feeling like, okay, this is a new baby I'm having in my hand. So I have to handle it differently than I used to handle it before. I have to customize it everything. And now when I customize this thing, it will be based on my current reality, not my previous reality. So this is an example which I wanted to share with all of you, considering and saying that yes, this kind of situation happened. There is a restart, there is a new thing that is meant to happen in your life, and you will see that once you go through this process, there is a different shift in energy, and as you move forward, you will approach things with a new energy, new insight, because now you are putting your new energy into it. So obviously something new and beautiful and magical will be created out of it. So my friend, I will be continuing this podcast and YouTube journey, and I'm looking forward to connect with all of you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and be part of this tribe. Your presence truly matters, and let me know in the comment section what do you think about this episode. I'm looking forward to read your comment. Sending you away lots of love and light. Signing off from my side. Until next time, keep shining bright. Bye bye.